Let's talk about the newest iPhone released recently by Apple Inc. It is iPhone SE 2020, everything you need to know before buying this product. Let's begin. In a bid to lure budget-minded iPhone fans, Apple debuted its new iPhone SE for 2020 for $399 £419, 749 Australian dollars. The new iPhone SE's specs and looks are similar to the iPhone 8 from 3 years ago, which is likely the reason why the tech company announced it would discontinue its 2017 flagship on the same day. iPhone processor. The iPhone SE is equipped with Apple's latest proprietary A13 Bionic chip, the same one that's inside the iPhone 11 flagship. When we ran processing performance speeds on 3DMark and Geekbench 5, the iPhone SE clocked in similar results with the iPhone 11, which is to say that the iPhone SE also performed comparably, and at times better than, the Galaxy S20, Pixel 4 and the OnePlus 8 Pro. The iPhone camera. Apple added some useful camera upgrades under the hood. These include, portrait mode and depth control for taking and adjusting bokeh photos, smart HDR, to improve highlights and shadows, red eye correction, QuickTake, which lets you quickly record video without tapping out of photo mode, video improvements, extended dynamic range for 30 fps, 3x digital zoom, cinematic video stabilization for 4K video and stereo recording, front-facing camera, portrait mode and cinematic video stabilization up to 1080p. Altogether, iPhone SE captures better quality photos and video. Security type is Touch ID. Having used Face ID for the past couple years, it's a strange and familiar feeling to set up and use Touch ID. It's like going from an automatic transmission back to a stick shift. But in the right car, stick shift can be a blast. I forgot how much I missed the home button and how it makes interactions and navigation less fussy than swipes and holds. I tap and hold to pay for purchases instead of angling my phone to get Face ID verification. A speedy double tap shows recent apps. Though Face ID has its own benefits, the home button is still as satisfying to use as it was back in the day. Design. Physically, the SE is an iPhone 8. The front and back are made of glass, the chassis and sides are aluminum. The only physical difference between the iPhone SE and iPhone 8 is that the Apple logo is now centered on the back to match current generation iPhones. Battery and iPhone. It also listed identical wireless video and audio playback hours, 13 hours and 40 hours, respectively, for both phones. However, when we ran our battery tests for video playback on airplane mode, the iPhone SE lasted longer than the iPhone 8 by nearly 2 hours. To be more specific, the iPhone SE lasted about 15.5 hours, while the iPhone 8 lasted 13.5 hours. In addition, the iPhone SE has options for a nano SIM and an eSIM. Lastly, iPhone SE has a 64 GB and 256 GB memory option. The new iPhone SE has a third, 128 GB model. The iPhone SE is rated IP67, meaning it can withstand being submerged for 30 minutes at a depth of 1 meter, about 3 feet. I wasn't able to test this claim, though I did submerge it in a liter of water for 30 minutes and everything worked fine. The SE comes in 3 colors, black, white, and red. The iPhone 8 had its own red version too, but it had white bezels, and damn if the iPhone SE doesn't look more striking in red with black bezels. The iPhone SE has wireless charging, which is another feature not found on most budget phones. There is also support for fast charging, which replenishes the battery to 50% in 30 minutes. Finally, I should say the iPhone SE is not just a good deal. It's also a really good smartphone. Thanks for watching, subscribe us and press the bell button to get our instant updates.